All presidents make promises, but there is one promise from Joe Biden that could devastate the state of Oklahoma.
No more, no new fracking.
We are going to get rid of fossil fuels.
Biden has taken some of these statements back, but the people in the oil industry are nervous for what could happen with the elimination of fossil fuels.
It'd be terrible. I mean, Oklahoma, for example, is obviously a huge oil and gas state, along with Texas, North Dakota, and different areas of the country. So if you shut down one of the main industries in a state, it's going to have terrible consequences for that state.
Political promises are often empty, but oil and gas companies have already seen some effects and are preparing for the future.
Oklahoma is so thoroughly red right now, and the interests of oil and gas are very much protected at the state level. This is part of why I don't think that a change in presidency necessarily pushes a really immediate reaction here in Oklahoma. But I think over the longer term, there may be a big difference.
Nick Van Treska owns Longbow Logistics, an oil, air, and construction company that started in North Dakota and moved to Oklahoma. They used to specialize in pipeline x-rays, oil rigs, and pipeline construction. However, they have started to transition their company toward air and construction due to the oil industry being at risk.
It's a wide range of fears. It's everything from, putting food on the table to our employees. And, we've ventured outside of oil and gas because of how tumultuous the oil and gas industry has been.
Van Treska's company had to lay off 6 employees due to the lack in pipeline work since February, when Biden put a temporary hold on pipeline construction last January. With the transition from oil to renewable energy, jobs can be transitioned and created through these formats, but this does not stop the fear of those whose lives are invested into oil and gas.
As someone in a research and development position now, it is very scary to think that my job, which is solely based on improving and creating new products in regards to the oil and gas industry. If the oil and gas industry is supposed to almost diminish, then essentially my function will also diminish.
With the fear for the economy, the country is not in a position to make drastic changes. 14 states, including Oklahoma, sued President Biden over the pause on pipeline permits he issued when he first entered office.
So Kevin Stint basically said, look, what happens in Oklahoma is Oklahoma's business. And we're going to keep drilling, we're going to keep people working.
Slowing down the use of fossil fuels would help the environment and climate issues. However, the effect on Oklahomans would be drastic.
We went from worrying about our employees and our business to more of, on a personal level, worrying about what are we going to do now.